What's up, Comic Book Nation? Oh gosh, I'm looking rough here. It's BDM in the man cave. We're still working from home. We are doing Talking Shop today. It's our first episode of Talking Shop. Welcome to the man cave. We are being joined by Kat McNamara. This is my first time doing a co-live, so I'm going to be honest with you. There might be a technical difficulty. Let me get a second here to invite Kat. Oh, there she is. She made it easy for me. Go. You'll have to see it. Did it work? Did it work?
Hello.
Hello, it worked. That was so much easier than I thought. How are you?
The wonder. I am good. I'm trying to maintain my last, shreds of sanity, as it were.
God, you're not kidding.
Yeah, I've been social distancing for a month now, and I'm on my own. So it's been a brand new experience for me. How are you doing?
I'm hanging in. You're doing it alone there.
I am.
Oh my God. Yeah, I rent out the rooms in my house, so I got people in here. I'm okay.
That's so nice.
So it's all right. But welcome to Talking Shop here on IG Live. The lovely I have this amazing promo for you that I'm gonna read. It's gonna be the best intro ever. Okay, ready for this? Ready for this? All right. Welcome to Talking Shop. You may know her as Mia, Queen of the Arrowverse, Sonia on Maze Runner, Clary Frey from Shadowhunters, or maybe you just love her Instagram where she's always beating up Bob the quarantine boyfriend. Ladies and gentlemen, joining Comicbook.com's Talking Shop live on Instagram. Her name is so much fun to say, but I'm only going to say it once. Kat McNamara.
Thank you so much. What a lovely intro.
I wrote that way too many times. But anyway, let's just, how are you? What are you doing? What are you doing at home? Because I feel fortunate. I'm still working. We at Comicbook.com, we're still working. We can do that from home. What are you What are you doing to pass time? How are you still able to work at all? What do you do from home?
I am working out a lot, which is good because it gives me something to do. I get a little bit of sunshine every day, so I go sit in the sunshine. FaceTime helps. I'm doing jigsaw puzzles. I've been reading, developing some other projects, and also I have a game night that now does Mafia twice a week because we need something to do via Zoom.
Oh my gosh, yes. I am so zoomed out. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah.
So much Zoom with friends. I also saw you're doing like cosplay at home as well now. I saw a little Pulp Fiction cosplay on the feed there. I think that's what it's come to.
It has. Well, that's this Mafia game night group. It's what we've taken to doing now. We have theme nights, and if you give me a theme, of course I'm gonna dress up because I'm an actor. I have costumes in my house.
I love that. Well, you killed it. You knocked it out of the park. Well, I want to start. I want to get something. We have bad news this week for all comic book fans. Comic-Con was canceled, which was devastating. It seems like the right move, but it would have been my 7th in a row. I know you're no stranger to Comic-Con, so let's start this on a brighter note though with some bad news. What is your favorite memory of Comic-Con?
So I've only been to San Diego Comic-Con once.
Okay.
And it was for Shadowhunters. It was between, I think, seasons 2 and 3. And the show was on such a high. Our season 2 finale was so kick-ass. And we were able to be there and talk about it and talk about the show and, really bear witness to it while we were in the midst of creating this. And our Shadowhunters cast was so tight. Just getting to share that experience as a family. I don't really remember sleeping or stopping or anything. I just remember constantly running back to my hotel room to change, fix my hair, and grab a granola bar and then just run. But what I loved most about Comic-Con is I met so many amazing people there, but everyone that I met there was not only there as somebody working or somebody promoting something, but also as a fan. So any sort of, barriers or anything were just gone. And people were just willing to chat and have fun and just celebrate all of these creative endeavors.
Yeah, that's my favorite thing about Comic-Con. If you're there, you have something in common with all the people there. It just makes it easy to make friends. All right, everybody, if you're in the comments here on Talking Shop, I'm going to get to some of you. Start dropping your questions in. I'm only picking the best ones, so pressure. I did pick a couple from Twitter. This one, a Shadowhunter, Q, speaking of Shadowhunters, this comes from @GreedyCarlson. What do you miss most about playing Clary Frey?
The thing I miss most about playing Clary is she had such a rebellious streak, but that always came from a place of love and hope. She had this really unique sort of essence of being so stubborn, but stubborn that the right thing can be done and that a solution can be found. And it made for this really interesting sense of stubborn optimism that I think I relate to in a lot of ways.
That's fair. And another ex freaking Frey wants to know, any chance at a Shadowhunters Zoom reunion?
I mean, I would love that. I don't necessarily know how to go about organizing and promoting all of that, but honestly, any sort of Shadowhunters reunion, I'd be down. Because I normally see the boys every couple weeks at the very least, and I miss them like crazy.
Yeah, I mean, you can see the comments right now. Everybody wants more Shadowhunters. A lot of that on Twitter as well. A lot of love for Shadowhunters, rightfully so. All right, this one. Here's a softball for the Arrowverse from @high5326. What was your favorite part of playing Mia?
I think my favorite part of playing Mia was getting to work with Emily and getting to work with Steven and sort of studying what they had done, because they had crafted not only two amazing characters but an amazing relationship, and getting to be the product of that and pull little bits and pieces of each of their characters, both their assets and their flaws, to create an amalgamation of a person that was worthy of, you know, being the Elicity baby. It was a lot of fun, and they were just the best and the most welcoming individuals.
I bet. Is it? You said they're welcoming, but I am curious. They've been doing the show for so long on Arrow, and you come in late in the game. Is there like an intimidation factor at all? Like, just, not even from them as people, just in the idea of joining this ensemble that has so much experience and chemistry, to just get hurled in there. Does that make you a little bit nervous on like day one?
I definitely knew I had my work cut out for me, but I was ready for the challenge. I mean, of course, going into a new set that, you know, I'd just come from Shadowhunters, and I knew what kind of a family that a show like that creates. So coming in, it's kind of like being the new kid in the senior year of high school. You know, everybody's going to have their friends. You know, everybody's going to, you know, be established, and you want to just be a part of it. But Steven was actually one of the first people I met on set, and it was there was the one episode in the prison where he was basically fighting the entire episode. And they were shooting that episode when I first went to visit set. And he was so tired and had been fighting all day and was covered in blood. But he saw me and he jumped out of his chair and ran over and goes, "I'm your dad!" and gave me a big hug. And then took me around set and introduced me to everyone and just made sure I felt welcome. So from the moment I was on set, I felt as though I was a part of it. So credit to Steven for that.
I love that. All right, if you can't tell, I like stuff. I'm a nerd. I know you're a nerd. This is like a man cave room here.
Yeah.
A bit of stuff. So I know you're pretty nerdy yourself. I'm gonna give you credit. We appreciate that here. So when you leave a set of Shadowhunters or Arrow or any of the shows you've worked on, or any of the titles, do you take anything? Like, do you take costumes and put them in the house, or any props or anything? Because I know they're kind of like watching you, but have you ever taken anything with you?
Well, I have never taken anything that I haven't been given. I'll tell you that much. I will say that on Shadowhunters, they were about to get rid of everything. So they said, you know, if you guys want anything, let us know. So I have, you know, at this point, I wish I would have taken more, because I have a lot of like the leather jackets that were fitted to me that are in my closet. People have seen me wear them to a lot of Comic-Cons. I have some of her shoes, but also I think I have some weapons that the props department gave me. But I think the thing that I find most special, Clary was an artist, and she had a little wooden, you know, the little bendable wooden humans that people have as artists that they can sort of sketch the human form? Yeah. Clary had one in her room. And our camera crew that had been there since season 1 took that and signed it and then gave it to me after the last scene we shot in Clary's bedroom. And that, to me, the fact that they had the forethought to think about that, because I would have never even done that. Right. And also the props department on Arrow as well gave me an arrow to practice with, and because I had to practice like handling the arrows, and let me keep it in the end. So I have a green, actually, I have a green arrow.
Oh, it's right there. Look at that.
It's right there. I keep it under my TV.
That's like, you do that so casually. That's really epic. Like, you can't just like flex on us like that as if it's nothing. Like, that's well,
between Bob and the you know, various and sundry stunt weapons I have in my house, I think it's a little intimidating sometimes, and I don't ever intend it to be.
somebody comes over, oh my God, what is this girl gonna do? Anyway, we have a fun question from the Instagram comments. Mobro16, and this is kind of random. What is your dream car?
Ooh, my dream car. So when I was a little kid, I always wanted, I think it's because it was my grandfather's first car. I always wanted a 1960s Jeepster.
Oh,
I
okay.
just thought that they're like so boxy and dorky and silly, but I love them. I don't know why. I've always had an affinity for them.
I love that. That's cool. I'm a huge car nerd, so I recently became a car nerd. So for anybody who doesn't know what a 1960 Jeepster, I just pulled up a picture of it. Can I turn this around? There we go. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, that's it. That's the one.
Look at that. There you go. I can see you rolling around in one of those once
so
we're allowed
silly,
out of
but
the
I love
house
them.
again. All right, now back to Arrow stuff. I have to. We want to see you back as Mia, and there's the word, and we're good friends with Mark Guggenheim, and he has seemed optimistic that we're going to have Green Arrow and the Canaries become a thing. I'm obligated to ask. They'll kill me if I don't. Is there any update? Is there any progress on that?
I have no idea. I just asked the other day, and because of the state of the world and everything that's going on, everything has kind of changed. You know, upfronts have been canceled. Nobody knows what's going on. We weren't supposed to know till May anyway.
Right.
And now at this point, who knows when the decisions are going to be made? You know, obviously, I had such a lovely time playing Mia. I'd love to be back, and especially now, there's so many exciting things for her, taking on the mantle of the Green Arrow and moving forward. They made me a really badass suit that I love, so I'd love to wear it again. But, you know, we'll see. Time will tell.
How wild is it for you to say that kind of stuff out loud? Is it just kind of surreal to know, like, you're the Green Arrow now? I mean, it's just like, oh, I'm the Green, whatever.
It's a lot of responsibility, honestly, because Steven and company worked so hard to create such an amazing legacy that means so much to so many people. And the fact that, you know, if things move forward positively, I'll be entrusted with that is insane. But, you know, there are times doing what I do for a living that you do kind of have to pinch yourself and go, this can't be what I do for a living. And one of those times was the crossover. You know, when you're on set in your own superhero suit with the Green Arrow and Batwoman and Supergirl and 3 Supermen and the Flash and, you know, all of these amazing people, you look around and you go, what is this?
What is that? As Steven is getting ready to put the suit on for the last time, and you're putting it on for the first time, and possibly continuing this, does he have any advice? Does he say anything, like any advice or anything like that to you that you can share? I know some of that could stay personal, but is there anything you can share that he might have said?
I mean, in general, he's been the most supportive and has always said, if you ever have any questions, if you ever need anything, I'm here for you. So he sort of has been my, you know, my DC Universe dad, and it's awesome in that sense.
Yeah.
But it's funny you say that, him putting it on for the last time and me for the first time. Our last day on set together was on the crossover.
Wow.
And we didn't realize it until that morning. We just kind of looked at each other and went, wait, this is our last day working together. And it made the rest of the day kind of bittersweet. If they thought it was a fun day, otherwise it would have been so sad.
Yeah, wow. I mean, that crossover was unreal. I can't believe how big that went. That was unbelievable. All right, and these final questions here, and this is from Twitter again. These people on Twitter just made my job so easy. They came up with all the questions.
They're the best.
And this is from Oliveri Greven. I'm sorry if I said that wrong. Does Mia consider Barry as her uncle?
I think so. I think uncle, big brother, something. That's honestly, Grant and I had so much fun with that relationship between Mia and Barry on the crossover, because characters like Sarah Lance and Barry Allen know Oliver Queen so well.
Yeah.
And they can see these sort of more aggressive tendencies in Mia. And so they can not only advise her, but know how to kind of handle her, in a sense, when it gets to these situations of just calm down, Mia, we're gonna go, we're gonna step away, take a breath, talk about this, and we'll be back. But I think, you know, if things do move forward, it leaves a lot of openings for some fun banter.
Oh, for sure. So I mean, that answers the next question. Would you like Mia to share more scenes with Barry if the spinoff is picked up? We'll just say, I think you want scenes with everybody. That's fair. That's like, especially those characters.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is a good one to end on, I think. How was it shooting your last scene with Stephen Amell and Emily Bett versus shooting your first scene? How far did you guys come as a cast? And what was it like to start and finish?
I mean, it was I wouldn't say night and day, because we all spent a lot of time together, you know, between Comic Cons and different things, social time we had as well. But I remember instantly clicking with both Steven and Emily, and that was such a relief. But getting to work with Steven, you know, because he does have this legacy and does have this sort of clout as the Green Arrow, and our first scene together was, you know, we both had to be completely in tears, and I was covered in blood, and it was a big scene. But I'm sort of glad for it, because it gave me a lot to focus on, and we just kind of dove in head first to the deep end of the pool, and both of us were crying when the camera wasn't even on us for that scene. And you know, the last scene we spent together running through an abandoned building with things exploding behind us, shooting arrows in tandem. So I think that journey was pretty perfect.
Wow.
And with Emily, we had a really, really great time. We have a very similar sense of humor, and you know, she's such a fantastic actor who will always bring something new to surprise you. So whether, you know, we're mother-daughtering it up or singing Hamilton between takes, we had an incredible time.
That is so cool. I feel like we're obligated now with how awesome that was to get you back in there sooner than later. But Kat, thank you so much for taking time out of the quarantine life. I know it's all very exciting right now. To join us on Talking Shop with comicbook.com. This was super cool, and I know everybody enjoyed it. I did. So thank you, everybody. Make sure you're following Comic Book fans. Make sure you're following at cat.mcnamara on the IG. Great content there. Honestly, the selfies are top notch.
Oh, thank you. I'm just trying to, you know, make somebody smile in this crazy time we're living in.
I'm going to DM you for some tips, because mine are not coming out well.
Amazing. Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Thanks, everybody. Everybody,
Bye.
BB, I'll see you later.